Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to be building a clear icy green Game Boy Advance SP for you, and I ordered these from the Retro Game Repair Shop online. They send quality shells. This particular one glows in the dark, and as you see, is clear see-through. And we're going to be building it out of the AGS 101 with a IPS backlit display mod, a brighter screen, a good, I believe that's a glass shield included. So, because I had a bunch of motherboards and a bunch of damaged screens, and taking the classics and making them new, we essentially perform alchemy here. And so they send them, you've got your model number sticker and everything, and they sent me this cool little piranha plant. And so, thankful for those guys. I ordered, have also in the future, we traded for this one from a great guy named Russell at the Pensacola Flea Market, whom is actually also a skilled artist, as well as merchandiser and a vendor. And as you see, it's really scuffed up, really dirty and scratched, and those don't come with any lights unless you get a warm light and everything. So also from the Retro Game Repair Shop, I ordered this Tiffany blue Game Boy Advance housing. This is going to be one of our future videos, and isn't that just gorgeous? It's beautiful. I love this color, and I'm actually quite excited because this one came with your stock gray buttons. I don't want to go too overboard. The SP is already awesome enough, but the Advance I can really showcase. I call this the football style. I can showcase more options, and look at these clear aqua turquoise clear buttons. I ordered 2 of those because add that to another one. But isn't that just a wonderful color scheme? It's going to be beautiful. Also from the Retro Game Repair Shop. And they sent me a Bulbasaur. They must see kind of what I'm going for here. So, without further ado, let's get started in on our advanced repair. Also want to show you guys the clear Game Boy Color that we did with an IPS display. Now this was not a pre-cut shell, so I actually had to carve and make, because as you see, the IPS display is bigger than for the Game Boy Color. Full color, very bright, so quite an upgrade. And I'm just sticking with the blues and the clear colors, and we sold our Mewtwo UV printed. Beautiful. Taking the classics, making them new. And we've got another one we'd like to be doing, so bring us more Game Boy stuff. It's where my hobby started from. I'm doing my best to showcase all these one-of-a-kind items, but we're focusing back on the hobby side of things and quality over quantity. Thankful to the staff at our local smoothie shop, where they pack everything with fresh ingredients, granola and chia seeds and everything. Steve Jobs was a fruitarian. No, I'm not on that level, but I do want to eat fresh and healthier. Where to look? There's definitely so much goodness in the world. You just have to know where to look. Now, before I put it all the way together, I want to showcase one of these rare games for you. Klonoa 2 Dream Champ Tournament. We do have the online sales, so tune into Game and Trade 251 or GATR_51, your nostalgia headquarters. Shout out to our customer Ryan, who ordered this from our online store, and we are so thankful for our customers who inspire us as much as we wish to inspire them. We are very grateful to keep doing what we love to do here at the Nostalgia headquarters. Okay, so I have, skipping forward a bit, I have taken this, tragedy, I damaged a Pokemon card. It's a metallic energy, leaf energy card, because the clear back of I thought that looked kind of messy. So I thought this would look nice. So, what we absolutely have to do before we put the top screen together, this part's kind of a pain. Let me pause while I find our hinges. Alright, so we're gonna do our hinges today. Well, on this side. And we have our hinge caps over here. These can be a bit of a pain. It takes a little bit of finesse, a little bit of struggle. I guess it is. Anything worth doing isn't easy. Something like that. So we'll put our hinge cap over the top here, like so. Comes out looking kind of nice. And when you're facing it, generally the white one goes on the right and the one with the black clips go on the left, like so. I say there's a groove here. You want to send the groove part facing that. Okay. Take the top part of my housing, have the paper in it to hold the buttons in place. Alright, so when you're closing it, it's like so. We'll still be able to put the top screen ribbon cable through the slot. Alright. This is the part that's a little tricky. A little bit of force. There we go. Got one in. Comes out pretty clean and flush looking. Alright, so based on that, usually it's easiest to put the open side toward the back, I suppose. There we go. You got your hinges in place. Alright. Now, I'm going to install our top screen. Where did I put here we go. Alright, we're going to install our top screen. I'm going to go ahead and peel off our protective plastic. Very satisfying. Very clean. And just lay it in place like so. Now we're supposed to twirl our ribbon cable. Alright, that's alright. Yeah. Fish it through here. And very carefully, like without damaging it. And basically our, I guess you could hold it in place. Lay this down just like so. As long as this is showing through, we could pull on it, but you don't want to pull too hard. I'm going to clear our workspace a little bit. So you have your rubber grommets that are going to go over these after we get them screwed down, tightened down. Alright, I'm going to close this. I'm going to put our ribbon cable cover. That looks pretty nice. I mean, with the energy card in there, I guess I could have put something to keep it flat against the surface. I may go back and do that off camera just to save us time. But I always do this thing when I'm working on something I see it could have been done a little bit better. And a little bit better. Always improving. And learn from your tasks. Train yourself to do better. This one's usually a much longer one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's usually a much longer one. Let's see how it feels. And I mean, it does match the ribbon cable as far as this color scheme, so perhaps that's where it belongs. Go in your home. That's your home. Don't you want to go in your home? Not over tighten, but snug. Snug as a bug and a rock. Very nice. The frosty green is really pretty. Really pretty. Bulbasaur proofs. Alright. Glow-in-the-dark buttons. And there's no way you can get these wrong. I mean, A goes on the outside. That's the way Nintendo laid it out. But with the guide notches, there's no way to get this wrong. Glow-in-the-dark pads, which is going to be kind of neat. There's a screen to keep dust off of the speaker. Gonna put our speaker here. That's our speaker. And then we have our brightness button, our glow-in-the-dark pad, and our D-pad, and our glow-in-the-dark pad over here for our D-pad. Okay, now time for the motherboard. Nothing real fancy about this. We've done this 100 times. Just be careful, efficient. We want to, I don't want to scratch that. I'm going to put this paper here. Mouse pad may keep friction down, but I want to keep it looking nice and frosty. Okay. Careful with our LED cable. Generally, you can lean it to the side about yay far without pulling on it too hard. And make sure the ribbon cable is in there all the way without damaging anything. I'm struggling a little bit, but you can take your time. Again, take your time, work efficiently, safely. This ribbon cable is just about the most delicate part of the whole process. Make sure it's in there. The gold pins will be sticking out ever so far. Sharp clip into place. Like so. They're all the way down. Now, pull your motherboard up far enough to get over the posts and the housing. Make sure everything's flush. Feels like, yes, we're getting some resistance from the pins in our speaker, which is fine. They're raised. They're supposed to make contact. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I can let go. As you see, it raises up. That's resistance from our speaker, which is just fine. Here's our power switch. Go ahead and lay that here. And our volume knob's already on there. That generally slides on to the volume switcher. And I usually just use the one from the old one. As long as it's clean and not dusty or grimy or too scratched or chipped. And these are the ones that will show from the top of the housing, so definitely don't want to use too long of ones. That will definitely show through. In the construction business, we use screws that go too long and go through the wood. We call that flashing. We don't want any of these screws flashing up through the plastic. We want it to be concealed where the fasteners are. Very clean and concise screw points. Professionalism. Well done. Professionalism. Should be and will be met with a job well done, sir. Now, this is for our battery cover, and to screw down your battery cover, it needs something to bite into. Well, this is that fastener that it bites into, that it connects with. A connection must be made. Hopefully I put it the right side. I mean, it's usually funneled. Might have done it backward, but as long as let's give it a try before we fasten it down. We'll make sure that it can connect. Looks like it does. Nice solid connection. So, actually I can lead that shot. Pins are. Lead that shot. Am I forgetting anything before I fasten it down? That would be a negative. I'm going to go ahead, place everything as it's supposed to be, a completed product. Oh, this is where that 5th phantom screw goes, is right here over the cartridge port. Alright, these are tri-wings. I'll go ahead and place all 3 of those, all 4 of those. Come on, man, math. I know it's early, but math. Oh yeah, use one that it can actually get a grip on. Again, you don't want to strip out any of these screws because removal would be a pain had you forgotten something or needed to replace something. You want everything to be a nice and polished. Nice and polished, not scratched, not chipped. We're speaking of manufacturing here in small batch, and I like to keep it small. Small batch is quality. You know, if we pump out a lot of numbers, quality tends to wane. I like to focus on the genuine authenticity of each and every original item. And again, people may ask, well, What about the screen? That's not the original screen. What about the housing? As long as the housing stays true to the spirit of the original with, you know, some new, clear, what would you call it? Not embellishments. I guess when it comes to decorating, you can use the word embellishments. But generally, at the core is your original main board. At the core. See, these are the ones we don't want flashing through, and that comes out looking kind of nice. I could tighten this one down a little bit more. But that is a soft reveal, is what I like to call it. And that's the everything around it that we're updating, but what is at the core? Functionality. Is the original Game Boy AGS 101 mainboard. The chipset. You can call it a chipset. The chipset is what is designed to process energy and information. Your chipset is what hours and hours of creative development is poured into the intelligent minds at Nintendo. Designed. And the housing took lots of design as well, architecture on a small scale, and that would be your framework, your frame around your true masterpiece, as it were. A new power source to ensure longevity. Going to get a game. I know I've got a game around here somewhere, but let's do the soft reveal. That is bright and beautiful. Alright, let me grab a game. No Nintendo logo. There we go. I like it. You can see all the microchipset. It's like a little village of energy and information processors. As energy moves from one chip to another, relays information and processes. So minuscule. It's like a city. And a micro information highway of valuable metals and minerals. Very nice. And this game does save, and his name's Link. Did I create that one? Vermilion City. Must be a flashback because everything's in black and white. There we go. I'm on guard duty. Jeez, I'm thirsty though. Very nice. Tell me how you like this refurbish. I enjoy it. Everything comes out looking very good. Our leaf green. Leaf green. Beautiful. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I did forget one little piece. The finishing touches. If I can get the sticker out there. I'm so excited, my hands are shaking. This operation went smoothly. There we are. Leaf green energy. Beautiful. And that is very bright. Very good quality resolution. Great quality resolution. Next time is our Tiffany Blue Game Boy Advance. Can't wait with our turquoise bumpers and buttons. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. You guys follow us at GATR_51 for items like this and more. Go check out our Instagram. Well, my Instagram is Starchild25, ZTARCHYLDE25. We want to get the Insta up and going for the shop, the Nostalgia headquarters. I am essentially consigning the help of my PR representative, which consists of my assistant or two and my group of friends, you guys. Let us know what you'd like to see, what you think of what we're doing. The rough cut, genuine, authentic article, progress not perfection, but here in the future, more professionalism. Everything beautiful, clean cut as my focus increases, my quality and the genuine article. Have a great afternoon.